get on with today, today's topic is the Have You Noticed? Ever since Barack Obama was interviewed by Bill O'Reilly, Mr. Obama, or Senator Obama, to my knowledge, has not allowed himself to be interviewed or given a press conference to any other reporters who might not be friendly to him. I don't even think he's given an interview to a friendly reporter. He's not allowing anyone to ask him any questions. Sure, we had the debates, but no reporters have been allowed to ask him in interviews any details about his programs, anything about his tax plans, or what his change is truly going to be. This week we had Biden down there, got interviewed by a reporter from a TV station, and she quoted that old Karl Marx phrase, to each, what is that? From each according to his abilities, to each according to his needs. The great Communist Manifesto, which means to take wealth from those who have it and give it to those who need it. And Biden was all upset. He said, "You're kidding," wouldn't really answer the question, wouldn't talk about Obama's plans to redistribute the wealth, because they're not really calling it that. They don't want you to call that. They want to say it's tax refunds, tax credits. But now this 2001 radio interview is coming forth with Obama, where he said he wants to redistribute the wealth, and how back in the civil rights movement back in the 60s, there was nothing in there, in all those new laws of the 60s, that didn't call for the redistribution of wealth. And folks, you have to know and understand exactly what that means. You must. That means Obama wanted all the white people to be taxed to give money to blacks. Redistribute the wealth from white people to black people. And of course the United States government has been doing that, spending trillions of dollars on welfare payments to African Americans, Hispanic Americans, and even to a lesser degree to white Americans. They have been redistributing the wealth. But Obama wants to take it a step farther and make it a direct attack on the property of white America. They want this to be retribution for slavery. They want to force the government to give blacks the property of white America. That's what he really wants to do. And that's what his taxation is going to be all about. Direct transfers to low-income people from the wealth of others. Now, of course, we know government taxes for government purposes. We pay it here. You pay taxes to support the schools and the firemen and the policemen. On national level, it's national defense. But our government has created this vast program to redistribute taxpayers' money, not from essential government services, but to buy the votes of special interest groups. And it's been very successful. And now We're facing massive deficits for all these entitlement programs, none of which are required under our Constitution. You go to a rally for Mr. Obama, and it's just full of these young college kids cheering. I wonder if they truly understand that what Mr. Obama wants to do is take their parents' money. He's going to go after their parents. I wonder if these college kids really understand that they aren't going to have any jobs when they get out of college because Obama is going to attack the job-producing mechanisms of our society, small business and corporations. No, they don't. They only see change. Yeah, we're giving huge bailouts to Wall Street, but that's nothing compared to the entitlement programs we've had in the last 30 and 40 years that have gone to the low-life scum of our society. Biden the other day let something else out of the bag. The definition of the middle class and the wealthy. First it was $250,000, and then somebody said, Obama said $200,000, and now Biden's saying $150,000 constitutes people who are rich, and I bet by the time the Democratic Congress gets through with this, anybody who makes over $50,000 is going to be considered wealthy. I did see that speech this morning on Fox News, both Obama and McCain and Palin. McCain and Palin gave a hell of a speech, laid it right on the line. Obama gave a speech too, and he didn't say anything about what he's truly going to do. All he said was, we're going to bring change to Washington. We're going to change what George Bush did to the country. Support me. I don't know, folks. 7 days to go. Hey, those polls are closing. Hopefully enough of them will wake up to see the true difference between McCain, Palin, and Obama and Biden. What can I say? My wife was talking to one of her techs yesterday. She's going to support Obama because of all the things he's going to do and how the Bush administration was responsible for this big breakdown on Wall Street. And my wife explained to her that it wasn't the Republicans at all, it was the Democrats, starting with Bill Clinton and these Community Reinvestment Acts and Freddie and Fannie Farkle. This tech couldn't believe it. She said, I never heard anything like that. My wife says, who do you watch? Well, I watch CBS News. And that's why that stuff is never brought up. So if Obama wins this election, it'll be because the media deceived the American people. And because he broke his word about government financing and has hundreds of millions of dollars more than McCain. These things are important, folks. And we'll talk about them some more tomorrow. I appreciate it. More and more people are looking at old Black Bart's Corner. Keep it up. Tell your friends. See you tomorrow.